Hi. Oftentimes, people will ask me, I'll say, Nick, how do you tell a good joke? I look at him and I say, you tell it like you own it, okay? And you make jokes of the situations that you're in. So there could be, you know, I, there could be somebody on the side of on the side of the road, um, pulled off on the median. Excuse me, the shoulder. Okay, pulled off on the side of the road there, changing a tire. And you could drive past them, and you could one help them, or you could say, "Wow, this is a perfect opportunity to do a drive-by joke." Now, drive-by jokes they can be heartbreaking, but sometimes people do them. I don't do them. I don't do drive-by jokes. You hear something? Listen to that. Sounds like a helicopter stuck in a ditch or something. We won't worry about that right now. Um, Something like that would be an opportunity. You know, you see some guy got his helicopter stuck in a ditch. Um, you could, drive past him and be like, you could say something like, I'm just trying to think of something real quick. I'm having an off day. You'd be like, hey, bro, you apply that collective like you're um, twisting the throttle on a motorcycle. It's too fast. You got to slow it down a little bit. Something like that, and then of course he'd be pretty upset to begin with. So if you pull something like that, he's not going to be too happy, and it's just going to send him off in a bad way, for the rest of the day. Another example would be, your friend is a hunter, and he went hunting, and he accidentally shot a fallen tree, a log, and he thought it was a deer, but he shot it, and then he runs over there to get his kill, and he's excited because his family had been craving some venison for the past 4 weeks, and he goes up to it and he's like, "This is what I killed." So he tells you about it because he thinks that you're his friend until you pull this on him, and then you say something like, "Huh? What are you gonna cook that log in the oven, or what?" And because that's like, it's making fun of the situation. You know what I mean? Like he that log is not a deer, and you really can't put wood in the oven. You can, but it's not going to taste good, and he knows that, and it's going to kind of send him in a bad way as well. Excuse me. Another one is a guy could be in an antique store, just browsing, not looking for anything in particular. And he looks up on the wall and he sees the ceiling, and he sees a chandelier hanging there. And he's trying to impress the people who work at the antique store, and he's like, "I inherited one of those from my grandmother. Took it to the antique roadshow, and it's worth 14 grand." And he's like, "It's that exact one. Yeah, you guys have the same one here." And then they'll look at him and they'll be like, "Bro, that's a cheap replica that somebody won at the fair. It's worthless." And he's like, he gets all quiet and leaves the store, and they shout and stuff like it. They're shouting things to him like, "Come back, it's okay. It's okay, come back, bro. Sometimes you want to fit in, and sometimes that happens. We try to impress the people who are around him and end up making a fool of ourselves, you know. And you know, at this point, they're just like, what the hell? We just wanna we just want you to come back because we didn't mean to scare you off. And then that's where you would come in, see this man leaving the store, and just look at him and be like, I was there when you won that at the fair. I was there when that, excuse me, I was there when that chandelier was won at the fair, the one that you have, because, you know, I know you. And at that point, you know, it's kind of the look on his face would be like, yeah, and then he would leave. And one final thought of the day before I leave you for today could be the guy who scoops up some guacamole, this much guacamole, and puts it in his mouth like this. But it's not guacamole. This is wasabi sauce. So he just takes a Tostitos chip and just dunks it in this, what he believes to be guacamole. And he just dunks that thing in there. He's got a piece the size of a ping pong ball on that chip. He pops that thing in his mouth. He starts chewing, and he's hungry. And he swallows it before he has a chance to realize what he's actually eating. His eyes are just, there are streams of fire coming out of his eyes right now. And you're looking at this guy and you're going, can't tell green from green, you know? Just because it's green, you know. Sorry, I think, you know, I was just thinking about a few instances in my life, you know. Just funny stuff, you know, that I couldn't really talk about at this juncture. But we'll get there eventually. You gain my trust, I'll gain your trust. One final thought that I'm going to leave you with today is the fact that Hello Kitty apparently has something to do with sushi. I didn't know that it apparently is the 30th anniversary of the Hello Kitty company. Hello Kitty company. Oh my goodness. Alright. See this here? Look at this. Autofocus for the lose. There you are. You see that? I don't even know if you can manual. You can, I think. Let me see. It says Hello Kitty 30th anniversary on here, and this is the top for sushi. I had no clue that the Hello Kitty Corporation, the Hello Kitty movement, had anything to do with sushi. So I learned something new today. I really did, and I'm glad I did, because I don't know what I would have done if I was in. It could have made for a very awkward situation. You know, I'm sitting at a sushi bar with a couple of millionaires. They're like, you know about Hello Kitty and how it's the 30th, you know, next year, you know, 31st anniversary of Hello Kitty, and I'm like, I could be sitting there if this day today didn't happen, I could be sitting there with these millionaires. I just made an absolute fool of myself. Like, Hello Kitty isn't that the children's clothing company or something right there? And they're like looking at me all strange. So I avoided some seriously potentially embarrassing situations by discovering today that Hello Kitty also has a sushi company, which that's just great. Thanks for watching. I hope you made sense of this video. I didn't, so I'll see you in the next one.